All right, everyone, and welcome to the finals day for Evolution 2022. We're in a different location now. We are actually in the Mandalay Bay itself. You can hear the noise, and people are going to be roaring. But I still need to be your interviewer, Jammerz, and with me is one of the best UK prospects we have for the future of fighting games. Ladies and gentlemen, I have MysticSmash with me. MysticSmash, talk to me. How are you feeling today?
Well, Jammerz, I am doing amazing today. Like, this is my first ever Evo, right? First time as a sponsored player, like overseas or anything like that. First time in America, Jammerz. So this experience is, for FGC events that I've been to, I've had nothing like it before.
Now, it's you're saying it's your first time?
Yes.
Would you want to come back to Vegas as a holiday?
Vegas is very extreme, right? So I've heard as a first location for the United States, it's a bit extreme. It's a very extravagant, lot of things going on, but I like it. I would definitely want to come back to this location, yeah.
Now, I know you're multi-talented at fighting games.
You flatter me.
Right? You're good at Strive.
Okay.
You've been good at Dungeon Fighter.
Maybe.
You've been doing work in Persona as well. You need to talk to me about your results.
Okay.
Talk to me, break down your results, and did you obtain what you wanted to for first-time experience in America?
Okay, yeah, so yeah, keyword, first-time experience, right? So nerves are a big factor for me right now, but so yeah, I came into Evo wanting to do quite well. Guilty Gear was a priority game. You know, main event, main stage of Evo, you know, it's what you want to play for. So, but aside from that, the side events I should talk about first. So DNF Duel, I wanted to win that. I came in from like an undefeated streak in EU, won 8 tournaments, came to Evo, got 4th place. But you know, 400 entrants, very large scale event, I can't be disappointed. Persona, really fun event, a lot of fun, 4th as well. But now the big shocker, I hadn't really practiced that much for Strive in like comparison to DNF. But I ended up getting 9th place. And you know, for a first time, it's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. You know, that 9th place, I've spoken to a lot of top players, it stings. It does sting, but you know, you gotta look at the positives, right? It's my first tournament overseas, biggest ever Strive tournament, 9th place out of 2K plus entrants. You've got to run with it.
I mean, look, you would have been sitting up there later tonight,
Don't tell me.
and that would have done wonders for you and your sponsors. But speaking of your sponsors, how did the Vex Gaming approach you? Was it something that you both had something in the pipeline for a while, or did they say, hey, we like you, come join us?
Okay, so I had gotten to the point where I felt comfortable enough that my talents could get me a sponsorship. So I started hunting myself, and I saw Vex. I was like, you know what? Very well organized, well known, renowned in the UK and Europe as a whole. Let me approach them. And so, Vex not known for fighting games, like FPS games or Apex, Halo, but they were intrigued by fighting games, and they saw me as a good prospect for that. And so I took the chance, and now they helped me with a lot of things. They got me here. Like, thank goodness, like Vex, shout out to them completely. Wearing their stuff right now, you know, so yeah, they're doing me really solid.
Now, I've got to ask you this. Yeah. I'm going to flatter you again. Hopefully I don't inflate your ego too hard. A lot of people see you as the future of fighting games, especially in the UK, right? You're young, you've got a big career ahead of you, you're sponsored, like you said, you're here in Vegas kicking it up. Do you see yourself as being one of the best players to be in years to come? Or do you think your time's limited?
I don't think my time's very limited. So yeah, I've been playing fighting games since I was very young. Only, like you know yourself, right? Because you sort of watched me. In 2020, that's when I really got to start playing. So I'm young, I couldn't really travel without a sponsor. 2020, playing SF5, it got me out there. And I think there's only more to come. Like Strive, SF6 I really want to play, Project L, all these new games I'm really interested in. So I don't think my time is limited, I think I could make it.
Become DashFight supporter on Patreon. Gain ad-free browsing on our site. Click the link in the description.
Now, you got to answer me this. This is a personal question from Jammerz to MysticSmash. Why did you step away from Strive to play Dungeon Fighter?
Okay, so that's a big question, right? It's a deep question. I wouldn't say I necessarily stepped away from Strive. I just put it on the back burner because I was getting a bit burnt out myself, right? It's a very volatile game. A lot can happen very quickly, and when you've played it for over a year, you can burn out quite easily. Dungeon Fighter, the DNF Duel, Different pace of game, pretty different. Same sort of volatile nature to it, but I wanted to play it from a while back. I like the look of the game, a lot of fun, and you know, I was doing well. I'm still doing well, obviously, but I wanted to see if it was the focus, because you know, the Arc Rival Tour coming up. And speaking of Arc Rival Tour, you know, versus fighting like next week in the UK. I know you'll be there.
Yeah, I should be.
Okay, so yeah, I'll see you there. But like, that's a game for both Strive and DNF Duel. Unfortunately, you know, DNF Duel on the side events this time around. So next week I will be grinding out even more. But I still like this event for Strive, getting 9th place. That gives me a lot of motivation to keep going.
Now, I've got to ask you this.
Okay.
For people who haven't been to EVO or America,
oh gosh,
what would you tell them to kind of persuade them to come to an event like this next year?
I mean, just look around. You know, I mean, the EU's amazing, but like, this is the only place for fighting games that you get anything like this, you know? And you know, it's my first time, like I said. I'm enjoying it so much. The venue's amazing. The TO staff is amazing. Everything runs really, really well. At least for me, it did. And like, I can't recommend it enough. Obviously, pricey. You have to like, you know, prepare for it. Big stakes, but it's worth it every single time. It's got to be.
I love that answer. Now, are you going to play Street Fighter 6?
Without a doubt. That's going to be the future of fighting games.
Okay, now what would it take to persuade you to come back and play Street Fighter 5 so I don't have to?
Nothing. Nothing can persuade me to play that game right now.
Listen, he's living it up. This guy is one of the best anime players we have in the UK and in the world for that matter as well. But you know what? I think we're just about out of time because things are about to rumble right behind us for Tekken 7.
Absolutely.
Mystic, it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Much appreciated. But this has been Jammerz, this has been MysticSmash, and we've been here at DashFight.
Thank you, guys.
Soon.